think I'm a good
man
looking
classically handsome?
dude. Don't. That
Henry
guy's
Cavill is
the Cavill.
he's the C.
He
old
the,
HC.
What
That's
is
what
it?
I call him HC. I don't know why. Is that a thing?
CH.
CH. He's extremely classically handsome.
On a scale of 1 to 10 of classically handsome.
Allie could leave me for Henry Cavill, and I'd be like, I totally get that. Can I be
Dude,
also?
I would
Can I be
leave
friends?
I
with
would
y'all?
leave me for me. So the thing about we were talking about this off camera, and we'll segue into this topic of DC and Henry Cavill. Is it Cavill or Cavill?
I don't know how to say it. I just call him Hank because I don't.
By Hank?
I don't know, but it would confuse people. You should go by Hank. That would be the most non-British thing for him to do ever.
He's
probably
such a good-looking dude, and pseudo reports that you see about him is he's such a nice guy, such a hard worker, has all these amazing positive attributes, and yet Superman lost it. Witcher ran away from it. James Bond, not even thought about it.
Not even a thought. That blows my mind. Like, if I'm the Broccolis, I'm going, oh my God, this is the best news ever. Superman's available. Let's go make him James Bond and keep this train rolling.
But it blows my mind how he loves... Again, I've never talked to this dude. Supposedly, he loved being Superman, and he loved the Witcher series. But he said from day one, if the writers come in here and screw this up, I'm out.
Yeah.
But I think it's because he's such a gamer. I don't think people realize he's a gamer.
The coolest, like I watched an interview with him because I watched that. I finally broke down and watched the Mission Impossibles over the Christmas break. Like,
you've never seen those?
I'd seen them up until like Mission Impossible. I saw the one where he was climbing out of the building and he's running around, the building or whatever.
That's all of them, dude.
No,
yeah. There's like a full meme
it's one where
it's one Tom Cruise running
it was
for
one
40 years straight.
With Jeremy Renner and I don't know. I think it was Ghost Protocol. That was the last one I saw in theaters.
Okay.
But then I watched the other ones, and the one with Superman, there's this fight scene that they're having. Yes, dude, where he cocks his arms and he's like that. It's the single coolest thing as a man I think anyone can do now. Like, I would like to do, like, Allie could be like, hey, can you get some from the kitchen? And I'd be like,
what's funny is I saw a video about that, and it was talking about how, was that CGI or did that plan? He's like, I don't know, I just did it. And it was like such a iconic moment from that movie.
Oh, it's the coolest moment in the whole movie.
It's like a half a second.
Yeah. And it's the coolest shot in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because he's just like about to beat the crap out of the other guy. Like, as soon as he did that, you're like, if some dude, if I was going to get a fight and some dude did the Hancock, I'd be like, well.
Can we address that real quick?
The Hancock?
No.
Or the fight?
You've got Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
AKA Superman. In a fight with Tom Cruise, who is a badass, but the dude is like 85 years old. There's no way he hangs with Henry.
No. I heard Mission Impossible music in the back. Tom Cruise's face over the last year has really taken a nosedive. Like, from the time that Maverick started shooting to the time that he's doing the presser.
Yeah.
It's like the guys at the end of the Indiana Jones movie.
It's almost like with COVID created like some kind of shipping issue where he couldn't get the right lotion or injection to stay young. Yeah. Like the Illuminati wasn't able to get him his stuff to stay young.
Yeah, let's go down that path of rabbits.
Sorry.
Was it the adrenochrome or whatever?
I don't know.
We can't talk about any of that. That's how dudes on podcasts that talk about that kind of stuff are the kind of dudes where they're like, oh, well, local guy was killed by alligators randomly. Like, it just happens. So don't worry about it. No one investigate. He's gone.
As Andrew Tate would say, the Matrix is out to get you.
This, right? Adrenochrome.
We can't see it.
We can't see it. I don't want to see it if it's adrenochrome. Well, I don't know. Let's not talk about adrenochrome because those are the things that you can't talk about on podcasts.
Netflix India?
bathroom fight too. There it is.
Oh yeah. Okay, show it to us, baby.
Here comes the Hancock.
Should we watch it? Here.
Well, you can at least show the still.
We can look at it.
Actually, if you go to there you go. Hack it. Hacks.
And these here it come.
No,
this little dude, he
beat it up a bit.
He beats the crap out of them.
I think it's halfway through the fight he does it though.
It's after
he injects the adrenochrome.
That's not adrenochrome. That's what he's needed it. He needed his adrenochrome.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, if somebody started doing karate kicks, I'd be like, well, it's over. I'm gonna die this way.
Well, if somebody did that to your throat, it's over.
Yeah. But if some guy dropped back and started doing karate kicks, I'd be like, well,
oh, here it is. Here it is. Is it? No.
Yeah, he takes off his jacket and he does. It's even cooler. Here it is. Watch him do it. Here it is. Yeah! Do you see it?
Oh, that's sick.
It's so badass, right?
For the next 2 hours, all we're going to do is watch
Henry Cavill. Oh! I love that. That's so cool. It's just an iconic, cool image that you think of, right?
Yeah.
Like directors and people that are able to come up with those little iconic things, that's the kind of stuff that you go buy, make a t-shirt and sell it on Etsy of him doing the Hancock.
Maybe that's why he's not a Superman anymore, because Superman's too milquetoast.
No, this is what I think happened. I think this is what happened to poor old Henry. I think that he had the same agent as The Rock, right?
Okay.
So
let's get into this.
So here's what I think happened. Here's what I think happened.
Yeah.
The Snyderverse kind of killed off DC a little bit for some weird reason. It did
the Snyderverse or the Snyder cut?
The Snyder cut not happening.
Got it.
Like I think it was Joss Whedon. Whedon. So Snyder had a tragedy in his life while he was doing that movie, and Joss Whedon came in and finished it and finished putting it together. And that movie was nowhere near what the Snyderverse movie was going to be. Turns out the Snyderverse movie isn't that much better, unfortunately.
But the Joss Whedon version, Whedon is more like Batman Forever.
Yeah.
Whereas Snyder is more like Batman Begins.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Get it?
I will say I like the Snyder movie better than the Whedon movie. But anyway, that movie came out, but it didn't do what everybody thought it was going to do. It didn't spawn the need for Justice League sequels. And then Aquaman, for some reason, ended up being way better than it had any business being. And that became its own situation.
Yeah, but when you have an 89% viewer rate from women, it helps.
So
I don't know if that's
anyway, here's the deal.
But
Superman didn't happen the way, like, they didn't do the Justice League 2. Nobody cared about Batman versus Superman. Only thing people wanted to see from Henry Cavill and Superman was a Man of Steel 2.
Right.
That's all I ever wanted to see. I didn't want to see him fight Batman. I didn't want to see Ben Affleck and him fight.
I enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman.
He was a good Batman, but it's not King Lear. I mean, it's Batman. You know what I mean? Like, that's everybody. I got a laugh from Sohill.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, nobody.
Shut it down. It's over. We got it. We made it.
Everybody was mad when he got cast as Batman. And I'm just like, how hard is this going to be for this guy? Like, it's not that big a deal. It's Batman.
Since we're talking down this, here's what's crazy. And going back to Henry.
I'm going to get there, but go.
We're both getting there.
Okay, yeah.
Where there's so many places to go.
Let
me get my
say
my turn.
Say it, baby. Say it, baby. All right.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Amazing dude.
Yeah.
Amazing actor, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves him as Superman. Is no longer Superman.
Right.
Flash dude, constantly in trouble.
They are constantly in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
But constantly in jail, whatever. Still the Flash?
They are not only still the Flash, they're going to get a they're saying that they're going to let them stay on.
Is that Ezra?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're staying on?
They're going to let him make another movie. How is that impossible? They're doubling down on them. And here's the thing that's interesting. Wait, hold on. Henry Cavill, I have to tell you this thing. Okay, so he was Superman. There was no need for the Superman movie that everybody wanted to see. So The Rock, who has been trying to make Black Adam forever.
Right.
Like they announced the Black Adam movie as that was his movie that was going to be right after the the Mummy movie. Mm-hmm. Like he was going to be Black Adam and it was going to happen, but it took forever. Yeah. It was always in development hell.
So he's been working on it for like 15 years.
Yeah. So I think he saw the failing DC, because it's failed. DC has failed in comparison to Marvel. It's failed in comparison to any of these, movies that have these series that they've been able to, these franchises that they've been able to have the last few years. DC has just not worked. It hasn't.
Right.
The one-offs have worked, but even the one-offs, they've worked as in they've broke even. They haven't been massive, hits. So like with Superman, all we wanted to see was Man of Steel 2. It didn't happen. The Rock said, hey, my movie sucks, but DC sucks too. So I can take my sucky movie to this sucky studio, and then
I enjoyed it.
I can try and trick and manipulate this situation by getting Henry Cavill in it, getting the fans behind Henry Cavill, and I have an interest in this because my agent's his agent. So this whole manipulative move where the only person who could lose is Henry Cavill. Because The Rock's not going to lose. His movie is going to do well. It's going to break even at least. It's going to make a profit. I think there was some big discrepancies on whether or not it actually made a profit.